Whoa! Amazing! So this is San Ilia? Impressive, right? I always wanted to pray here at least once. Oh, that's right. Sonia, you're a priest, aren't you? Why'd you say that like you forgot? Even if I wield a club, I'm a goddamn proper priest of the church first and foremost! This place strains a heart so evil as mine. As if I could visit a sacred place like this. I'm leaving, with or without you. Vanilla, that's a really big death flag. Can I visit the Great Chapel? I want to see it in person since I was young. Yeah, he only says this in the Sonulus route. Don't turn this into a vacation, you idiot. Come on, let's gather some info. We need to ask about the White Rabbit and your father. We should probably meet with the King of San Ilia, too. It is said that the Pope allows all adventurers to have an audience with him, but because of that, the wait times can be a little long. One more thing. There's something we need to do while we're in this region, but for now, let's prioritize gathering information. Let's tour the city in the meantime. Once we finish getting information in town, let's try getting an audience with the Pope. Shall we go? You! Alright. Welcome to the holy city of San Ilia, the heart of the Ilia's faith. Where would you like to go? No. Would you like me to tell you about this area's geography? Please do. If you travel a road east of here, you'll reach Port Natalia, but since you came from there, I don't need to tell you that. Now, you saw a sign on the way here from there, right? North of that sign is Ludite Village. If you go further north, you'll reach the cave leading to Port Marley, but it's been sealed because of war. Also, there's a mountain range northwest of Ludite, including Mount St. Amos. It's a sacred peak that many monks have made pilgrimage to, but lately powerful monsters have been seen in the area. Continuing to the west, the road that way forks north and south. If you go north, you'll reach a large mansion. It's been abandoned, and there are various strange and eerie rumors about it. If you cross the bridge to the west, you'll reach a sign. It'll direct you to the town of Monte Carlo, which is further to the west. Monte Carlo is a slum with a reputation for lawlessness. Unless you're heading west to Sabasa, you should stay away from it. Also, another thing about that western sign, if you head north from it, you'll arrive at a mysterious forest. Elves and fairies show up all the time in there. It's without a doubt the most dangerous place in the Natalia region. Unless you have unavoidable business in there, it's best not to enter it. That's about it for the Natalia region's geography. Please, take care in your travels. Alright. 10 years ago, the ancient temple's ruins were discovered near what's currently Ludite Village. They're off limits to the public for now, but I'm looking forward to their public opening. I wonder how majestic those temple ruins are. Just imagining them gets me excited. Yeah, good luck with that, bud. It seems Sabasa's king died in an accident during a visit to the Taurus in the north. He fell into a large hole, and his corpse is yet to be recovered. Because of that, there are rumors saying that he survived. A lot of people can't believe a warrior of his caliber just died. Well, he's probably not dead, and just in our world. The skills a spell sword learns consume both SP and MP. Hearing that, you might think that their skills cost too much to use, but you'd be surprised. SP consumption is half of what is consumed by a martial job. It's as if half the SP cost is replaced by the MP cost. As such, they use a volley of skills with little SP consumption, and at only a minor MP cost. Compared to a warrior, who can quickly get worn out during a long battle, they're a lot more efficient. I wish I could become one, but becoming an expert magician would be a bit tricky for me. 10 years ago, the ruins of an ancient temple were discovered nearby to the east. They haven't been made open to the public yet, though. They say it's still under investigation, but isn't it taking a bit too long for just that? Could whatever's inside really be too dangerous for it to be open to the public? For example, well, it was actually a heretical temple. Wait, whoops. That's something disrespectfully apostate remark to say in the city of the goddess. Surprised you didn't comment on that, Ilias. Heh, these days Ilias ain't too popular. This is forbidden, that is forbidden. I've had enough of it. Sylph is definitely way more popular these days. Granny He says that she's super open-minded. I heard that way back in the past there was a Sylph festival where her devotees danced in the forest. You think I should get my pals and try reviving the tradition? So the young ones are being attracted to heresy? Such devious temptations must seem more convivial to immature minds. Convivial, I don't think I've ran into that word. Excuse me as I raid your house. I've become friends with a fairy! We sneak out and play in the Forest of Spirits. It's a secret from Mom. And why are you blabbing to me? Across the bridge to the west, turn north at the sign and you'll see a forest called the Forest of Spirits. Dangerous elves and fairies hang around there. I keep telling my daughter to stay away from it. And it's quite a long ways. Your daughter must be out of your sight for quite a long time for her to make it all the way there. Unless, of course, she uses a harpy feather, which I guess is a canonical way for her to get there. Fairies do pranks, but they're not bad. All of our knights and soldiers have been dispatched as an expeditionary force in the war. Now we've only got half the usual garrison in the city, so every day is pretty hectic for us. I see. So your security has thinned out. That's quite a weak point, B. Leave your security to me. The Anti-Machina sect is at it again. Of all things, they've decided to build a village near the excavation site of the ancient temple's ruins. They keep yelling stuff like, "Do you truly think yours is the righteous path?" at us, too. Ugh. I like that so many tourists and pilgrims visit this sacred city, but having too much sacred stuff can be a real hassle when you have to live here. Maybe we'd be more comfortable living in some ruins or something like that. Do you think we should move to a place where we can relax? This does seem like a hard place to live in. To some ruins? That's kind of extreme, ain't it? Self-dance! I read about this in an old book. It's a dance people used to do to praise Sylph. Those Ilias's psalms are all wordy and lame. Sylph's dance is completely different and way more fun. I think I'm getting really popular. Should I invite some fairies and try doing it seriously, like as a ritual? Invite me too! No comment, Ilias.
I'm writing her name down in my book, don't worry.
Probably what she's doing. But you are in the way! Thank you. We know what's happening here. I can't face defeat in a place like this! Maria. Oh, goddess. I can see heaven. I think you've already experienced heaven, bud.
We got nice weather today. Lady Sylph must be in a good mood.
But yesterday her mood was too good. I got my laundry blown away.
Oh, travelers. Are you on a pilgrimage? Sorry if our conversation made you upset. It's not like we actually believe in spirits. We were just keeping up with the latest sayings. Although, I'd rather have to worry about upsetting a childlike girl than angering a goddess. I'd love to craft and wear those accessories Sylph has on, whatever she's depicted in old books. Paganism has begun to spread in the holy city? Oh, how can this be?
Well, that's what happens when your god who is present suddenly vanishes. And they find another god that is actually present.
Ah, traveler. Did you hear the rumor? If you win, I'll give you a popular book. Lady Shirley's lover. It's out of stock everywhere. However, if you lose, the bet is 230G. Well, what will you do? Would you like to be finished by my technique?
BF challenge.
Let's have a good time. Now, here we go.
Alright. Have to gain a level to 21, but I survived it.
Alright, you're endured. Such a powerful man. I'll give you the book. It's a perfect gift for a bookish girl.
Make sure his lover obtained.
Please come again next time. I'll lead you to heaven. I have seen that great destiny lies before you. Would you let me join you?
Let her join.
Then let us go, for both the goddess's sake and for everyone else's.
Alright, who's being removed? It looks like Nightingale is being removed. Oh.
Now Sabas's army's broken off, our alliance has no chance of winning. Won't it be really bad if Grand Noah is invaded? I mean, the next country that Grand Gold will aim for is... I don't want to think about it.
It's alright. San Ilia is a traditionalist, holy nation. No matter how barbaric Grand Gold is, they won't attack us. That's naive thinking.
If you don't prepare for war, then you've already lost. Kitsu-senpai, why is San Ilia's cathedral so huge? Well, you see, it's because the goddess is also huge. You're so smart, Kitsune-senpai. You know everything. The culprit behind the assassination attempt on the Pope still hasn't been caught. It's just a rumor, but some say the Anti-Machina faction was involved. Personally, I'm not sure if I would put it past them. Would the Anti-Machina sect go that far?
Yeah, if they had the resources. But they don't believe in technology, so a bomb is not something they would use. Did you hear? Tsubasa's new queen is just in her early 20s, but rumor says she's already super perverted. In fact, she brings in men to her room every night to have an orgy. A slutty princess! I wouldn't be able to get enough of her, that's for sure. You know what? I think I'm taking the next carriage bound for Tsubasa. Well, sorry, bud, but by the time you get there, we'll have already fixed Sarah. Did you hear the latest about the Tri-Alliance and the war with Grangold? It seems that Tsubasa finally decided to withdraw from it. Apparently, the new Queen of Tsubasa has no interest in diplomacy for her nation's defense. From what I hear, she's a completely incompetent ruler. That leaves just Grangold. That leaves just Grand Noah and us to fight against Grangold. Wonder how much we can really do against that land of magic. But we need to protect our turf, don't we? If we lose, we'll all become slaves. Ah, Puppy. So optimistic. Alright. Not gonna bother with this right now. We don't deal in mithril armor, by the way. If you want some, you should go to the blacksmith. An accessory? Ones which enhances the power of elemental skills are really great. I wouldn't be able to equip them, so no. They say that some strange sorcerer settled in the mansion to the north doing some kind of forbidden research. I was offered a handsome reward to go get rid of whatever was there, but I had to turn it down. I'm scared of being in a house with no light.
A mansion without any light? It's scary.
Strange sorcerer? What's going on there? There are as many stories about the mansion as there are people in this city.
I heard there was a graveyard to the north where that manor is now. And that's why the ghost appeared.
It was a graveyard?
Let's explore the graveyard! Even orcs wouldn't raid a graveyard. A graveyard, huh? Maybe I should light some incense sticks there.
It would be a polite thing to do. Honestly, this one's a bit too expensive.
The service isn't that good. It's expensive. Honestly, the only thing that it has worth advertising is its cleanliness. It's managed by the church, so I guess a tithe is included in the fee. I went to Mount St. Amos to gather mithril ore, but I had to turn back before I reached the mountainside. Strangely, I saw a lot of priest-type monsters in the area, although maybe that's to be expected of a sacred mountain famous among pilgrims. Mount St. Amos is north of here, but you'll need to bypass the mountain range by going east first if you want to go there. Taking a pilgrimage to the sacred places all over the world, this too is one of my dreams. Can you use time magic? Even among skilled parties, there are surprisingly few who have mastered it. The slow spell will slow enemy movements. This renders them almost completely unable to avoid any attack, not to mention hinders the speed of their own offense. Quick, on the other hand, will significantly enhance your ally's speed. They will enact their actions quicker and will have increased evasion. Stop halts the enemy's time entirely for a few turns. It even works on a lot of bosses, so it's highly useful.
Since it's mainly a support job, it's often shunned. But if you must ever fight an enemy stronger than you, a time mage will be an indispensable member of your party. St. Amos is said to be the closest place to heaven in the Natalia region. Perhaps because of that, it seems to be filled with a mysterious force. We tried to climb up the summit, but our skills proved to be insufficient. Yep. Those monsters get a little strong. Whenever I'm in the sacred land, my poetry progresses apace, but there are many who are weak against this austere atmosphere. The solemnity is wonderful. I like it if it were a bit more slippery, though. I'm no good with it at all. I'm exhausted just by being here. There are a lot of dances that can inflict ailments on your enemies. If you use them well, they'll surely be useful. Leave the dancing to me. Yep, dances are quite powerful. When you master a fortune teller job, you can change your job to gambler. You'll learn a lot of skills which depend on luck. Although, I think the party next door are bigger gamblers than I am. Yep, because their defense has much to be desired. Female martial artist. Our party specializes in offense. We focus on releasing a string of powerful attacks to overwhelm our enemies. Because of that, our defense is paper thin. If it's our turn to defend, we quickly get wiped out. I'll silence the enemy with my powerful and unmatchably quick spear skills. Motto is, beat the enemy in one turn or lose. Ascilla's continuous attacks are overwhelming. What's defense? We just die gracefully when we get hit. Agaga! My martial arts are beastly! But because I'm a beast type, my defense is shabby, especially against pleasure. And in the jar here, a seed of defense, which all of them immediately want. Will you give a seed of defense to this party? Yes. No, that's yours. One who finds it first is its owner. That's the adventurer's code. I don't think one seed of defense could solve this party's structural issues anyway. The party didn't accept the seed of defense. But I'll take it. The weather today is so nice! Lady Sylph must have blown away the rain clouds with her wind. My grandfather used to say that kind of thing all the time. As a follower of the goddess Ilias, I probably shouldn't say it outside though. Although lately, there's not really the case anymore. A lot of youngsters seem to be getting interested in Lady Sylph as well. It's really rather surprising. We also say that kind of stuff all the time. Sylph is in a good mood, isn't that really great saying? The comment Ilias in the book, in the book. Boink! This is an orc raid! I don't think I can assault the castle, so I'll just steal some lumber and sneak out, I guess. These are all goods that'll be sent to our expeditionary forces. War really eats up money, doesn't it? If this keeps up much longer, we'll be facing major shortages. Will meat on the bone disappear too? That sounds like a business opportunity. Wait, I can't become a war profiteer.
I won't be able to face my mentor back in Iliasburg ever again. Liquor? The liquor will run out? I can't live sober! I can't face life sober. Not with all my failures. The church has been split over the Machina dispute. The anti-Machina faction left San Ilia to build Luddite village to east. Machias certainly are somewhat eerie. I'm not at an age where I can just abandon civilization and go live a rural life. Who would want to, anyway? Woof, woof. Even in the holy city, there are comrades of mine who have turned fameless. They've succumbed to humans' wiles and lost their pride. Thinking about it though, they never had any pride in the first place. Give them food and they'll wag their tails for anyone. Yep, such as dogs. I mean, ailments like zombie and mental can't be cured. Don't forget to use special items to treat them. It sounds like they can be cured. That's a contradiction. The land to the north used to be an ancient execution ground. It's said that the hatred of those killed there still lingers in the manor they built on top of the place. How terrifying! It was an execution ground? Coffee. They're all delicious. Here you go. Did you know that garlic repels evil? Although its actual effect is basically negligible. So this is the holy city's food. Let's eat a lot and immerse ourselves in the divine aura. Do you sell any meat? This is all food that doesn't fight back. No wonder humans are so weak if this is the kind of thing they eat. Alright. When you're hit by a minimum ailment, your body turns small, significantly decreasing your attack and defense. You need a lucky mallet to cure it. Fairies often use attacks that cause minimum. Before heading anywhere where fairies lurk, you should prepare several lucky mallets. It's their dances which turn you small. The winged ones have a really good at dancing, so be careful. I'm really good at fairy dances. Yep, so you'll need them for the Forest of Spirits. The zombie element is really troublesome. Your body becomes out of zombies and you get damage from healing. True, bile element and instant death attacks can't hurt you anymore, but there's nothing more dangerous than not being able to heal yourself. What's even worse is that even after the battle ends, the zombie element doesn't wear off naturally. You need a holy item to cure it. Welcome! Our latest shipment of ever highly sought holy water has just arrived. Make sure to buy lots of it if you're going to the extremely haunted mansion north of here. Echo grass. A while ago, there was a big debate about whether or not Machina should be used. The anti-Machina faction got so upset, they just up and left the city. In my opinion, the people who left are just a bunch of fanatics, honestly. I don't want to get involved with them at all. They are cray-cray. Seafood. Shrimp? I'm a shrimp! I guess you sort of look like one, yeah. So you won't import me? I'm a really awesome shrimp! Look, I already told you the cave to Port Marley is blocked. Wait, I guess that has nothing to do with this. Let's go this way first. There's the blacksmith! Small metal. Ew! Yeah! It's a cat! Aw, it's a kitten. Come here. Rub, rub, rub.
I'm a sanctified blacksmith. Let's make some armor filled with holy power. Synthesis, what can you do? We'll deal with it later. Let's talk. I'm really just working for my cat's sake. Hey, as a cat owner myself, they are needy. I refrain from casting anything mithril from my normal customers. I make it only for customers who bring in mithril ore. Where you can find mithril ore, you can mine it in the upper parts of Mount St. Thomas. However, it's a valuable ore, so you need to get a mining permit first. The red tape to get a permit is pretty troublesome, but you'll have no problems if you get permission from someone high up. Alright. Many old weapons are among the Holy Knight's favorites. I can guarantee their quality. Again, we'll deal with this later. But we don't deal with mithril weapons. If you want those, how about going to the blacksmith? Since ghosts have ethereal bodies, physical attacks hardly affect them, but they are weak against magic attacks.
Leave ghost extermination to me. I lied! They're actually super scary!
My friends from work went to the mansion in the north on a dare. They came back after several days, broken down, and refusing to talk about what happened. They're so shaken up they can't even work. I wonder what happened in there.
How scary.
They did the Thriller with some zombies. The Pope's been targeted before. The carriage he was in was blown up with a bomb. But miraculously, the assassination failed. As expected of the Pope, he's different from regular people. Well, he is now, that's for sure. We're smack dab in the center of Ilia's face turf. The motto in the city used to be real heavy, let me tell you. But surprisingly, everyone's kind of loosened up around here these days. Heck, even my hometown is more devout than this place is now. Times have changed, or maybe it's just because all the nutso fanatics went to Luddite Village.
I'll admit, it's certainly different from what I imagined. I thought a monster entering the city would be stoned on sight, but... People of San Ilia, do you hear me? I'm speaking directly into your minds. Regain your lost devotion. Wait, I think they can't hear me. Stupid! Stupid!
I can hear you, but it's probably because I'm an angel.
Tell me that sooner! A god should never be surprised!
Weird. I can hear you too. It's because you're an angel, Luca. You won't find out for a little bit, but you're an angel. Half angel, anyway.
I also think people should live modestly in accordance with the goddess's teachings. Still, those people from Luddite Village are way too extreme. They've abandoned civilization and are trying to live on faith alone. Abandoning civilization is the very pinnacle of stupidity. Do they imagine that their faith demands they commit to slow suicide?
Hi, Mira. Found Mira number 10. Gonna get nothing. Alright, we'll start with this side. Pyromental attacks are highly effective against undead monsters. Of course, Holy elemental attacks have an even more devastating effect on them.
In that case, I'll be able to do plenty! I'm weak against fire. That's a bit troubling, isn't it?
Honestly, I couldn't care less about Ilias, but you see, you gotta keep up appearances when you live in a city like this, right? Oh, believe me. In America, it can be the same way at times. So I need to pretend to pray at least once a week. Ah, the Sylph Festival sounds a lot more fun. How sinful! I shall add your name to my smite note! This is something only church officials are supposed to know, but once a year, His Holiness the Pope goes to the ancient temple's ruins. Apparently, he performs a ritual there, where he delivers his prayers to Ilias, or something along those lines. Since I'm told it's a wondrous ritual of holy supplication, I think it should be made public. He's dozing off.
I was nearby when the assassination attempt on the Pope happened. When I saw how big the explosion was, I thought it was all over. Once we found out he was safe, I was so happy, as I thought His Holiness the Pope has the blessing of the goddess.
Flirt, flirt.
Flirt, flirt. What are you talking about, my sacred church? I shall write your names down my smite note. I pray that my family can live happily.
The elder prays quietly.
Actually, I'm not a human. I've taken a human form, but I'm really a Lamia. There are a few other monsters like me who believe in Ilias. The father knows who I am, but he keeps my secret. Ah, what kind priest he is. I want to wrap myself around him. It seems some of my fellow Lamias are a bit off.
Well, I don't think he's getting some anywhere else, so go for it.
Please, disperse my worldly desires. Ah, forgive me for having such obscene delusions.
Hey, it's perfectly healthy, don't worry about it. I feel like someone who welcomes obscene delusions has entered this church. Take your pick. We got the couple over here. You got the nun right next to you. You got the Lamia behind you. Take your pick.
Is he sensing me?
No, he's got our targets. Money. Please. More money. San Ilias' church is far more gorgeous than any other. Furthermore, there's a massive cathedral inside the castle.
My dream is to one day build a church. Maybe not one as big as the cathedral, but at least as big as this one. I pray in church every day, without skipping even once. Thanks to that, my home is safe, and we don't catch any illnesses. Prayer in church or otherwise has no correlation with a family's health. Even the goddess doesn't have time to listen to every prayer.
Ilias, do you ignore many prayers?
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? I wasn't paying attention.
I'll take that as a yes. The Luddite bunch is clearly perverting the goddess's teachings. Make no mistake, living a primitive life in no way pleases her. Moreover, they curse and insult those who accept Machina. Have they chosen to forget the teaching of love thy neighbor? No comments, Ilias?
I'm sorry, I'm still not paying attention.
Welcome to the hallowed halls of the goddess. What can I do for you? Pray. Well then, let's pray Ilias. There. Should feel bond to this place. Alright. If we die, we shall return here. We check these. We did not. Jeez, this guy is always giving speeches here. I guess he's a missionary sent here from Luddite village. He's lucky we're not like his Luddite pals. No matter how much he screams at us, we won't lock him up in prison for it.
I don't think anyone's actually listening to this guy.
Listen to me! The city has lost the goddess's grace! By using Machina, this land has become as corrupt as Sodom! Does Sodom actually exist in this world? Soon ye shall all be incinerated by goddess's wrath! Discard the capital's corruption and prove your piety by moving to Luddite village! Not got enough workers over there, do ya? That's none of your business!
Machina certainly shouldn't be used, but who would destroy an entire city because of such simplistic reasoning?
You would.
I suspect you would, if you could.
Prom sign knows what's up. Although, to be fair, she can, in her previous form, she just chooses to hold off for whatever reason.
Yeah, yay! Woof, woof. Woof, woof. Woo, woof. Yay, yay!
Ah, I already talked to you.
Did you hear? That ghost appeared in that manor again.
Yes, it must have been the ghost girl.
Simon from the tool shop saw her too.
Oh, Ilias,
Please save that pitiful ghost girl.
that sounds kind of interesting. Excuse me, could you tell me more about that ghost?
Oh, an adventure. It doesn't involve treasure or anything, but sure. If you go north before crossing the bridge to the west, you'll find a large mansion. A few decades ago, a millionaire and his family lived there. If you go north before crossing the bridge to the west, you'll find a large mansion. A few decades ago, a millionaire and his family lived there. But their only daughter died of a disease. Torn by grief, they left their house. Now it's uninhabited, except by a ghost of the daughter.
A ghost? Not a monster?
Sounds pretty interesting, but there are things to take care of first. When we have more time, we should go take a look, though.
Alright. Allow me to explain the revival skills, Raise and Mega Raise. Do you know the difference between them? Raise brings back people who are near death with half of their HP. Mega Raise brings them back with full HP. Alright. San Ilia Castle is open to everyone. Please go on in.
Ultimately, the town was unable to provide any useful information. I shall expect more of the King of San Ilia's information network. There's a high probability that the castle still contains records regarding Marcellus. He is a genuine hero, after all.